I'm really curious about why third level education in particular, both undergraduate and postgraduate, pay no heed, at least in my experience of having been on both sides of third level, on the receiving end at each of the different levels and at the delivery side. And in all instances, I've never, ever encountered any form of meeting education of any description. And I scratch my head and go, but it's the absolute fundamental bedrock. When you take your very first assignment in your very first year and you say, so we'll put 5 new students together and you have your assignment and it's bedlam. And you say, why have we repeated that for the last 100 years of third level education? And we still haven't caught on, because that feeds into the culture piece, Amanda, I think. Because, you and Michelle, you made the point where you said, well, because people can talk, we all assume we can meet. And you kind of go, that doesn't necessarily follow. But if we take it to our fundamental third level education setup, you'd say, okay, if we're educating people for life, for work, for business, you say, okay, maybe if we school people on how to get together in the most productive way, and maybe if we, Michelle, is your suggestion, maybe if we use Scrum as an absolute baseline, no bells, no whistles, no fancy anything, but just basic intent, just those 3, and just put that into our third level education. And my question is, why? What are we missing? What's gone wrong here, guys?
I think that people think that meetings are too complicated. And so until you can get to exactly narrowing it down to, it's simple. It's this, these 3 parts, you can use this to make it work. The run, the ready, the results, and the decision, the informed, and the decision or the discussion, like those 2 concepts are so simple and fall into either. But I do think that, to answer your question, I think everyone feels like it's too complicated to like make something work for all, if that makes sense.
It can be brought down to such basic ideas that let me go to so we've talked about the training piece.
Welcome to Talk to Your Meeting Doctors, the LinkedIn Live series from My Meeting Support, featuring Dr. Martin Duffy and Dr. Paul Nudistia.